Y'all, we here live again with Conversations with Key. I got a holiday special for y'all. I got quite a few family members coming through, so I'm not going to say everybody's name, but y'all will hear their names as they go on in the conversations. So today we're going to be talking about accountability. It's a heavy one, I know. Maybe y'all can bring this to some of y'all friends and family, but I'm going to talk about accountability. I'm going to start off and talk about accountability and what it means to me. And for one thing, it's being responsible and holding myself accountable to doing these conversations with Key and dropping them every Monday. It's kind of hard to hold myself accountable for that, but I try. So that's where we're at with it. And I want to ask my guest, because I have a lot of them. Y'all going to get to know them. But I want to ask my guest. That was Lil J, y'all. I want to ask my guest, do you find it hard to keep yourself accountable? And we just going to jump right into it. Whoever wants to go, go. And then I'll introduce you and let you know what's going on. But do you find it hard to keep yourself accountable?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. And
what's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Yolanda.
Okay, that's my mom, y'all. She back again. Go ahead.
Hey. As far as keeping myself accountable, and to be honest, I'll say it's hard to do. Because in order to be accountable for your own actions, you have to be responsible for your actions. Now, I'm responsible, but some actions you may take or whatever, something you may say or whatever, you may not want to hold yourself accountable for that as far as saying, I did do that. And then because you looked, something you may have done and you're like, dang, I wish I hadn't done that. So you try to sort of put it out of your head and not be accountable for what you did.
So you reflect on your accountability and you like,
Definitely. You definitely reflect on them and think like, oh, I shouldn't have did this. And you don't want to like hold yourself responsible for what you may have done. You know, it might have been something wrong or whatever. And you're like, dang, I wish I hadn't done that. So you kind of like try to put it out of your head.
But I do think in a self-reflection moment, that is kind of holding yourself accountable because you're looking back on that and you're like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. I was wrong for this or whatever the situation. So you are kind of holding yourself accountable in that. I think.
I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent, but I think when you hold yourself accountable, you will admit, like, dang, I did do that, and
right then and there,
and then try to like figure out how to like do better or whatever.
Okay.
You know? So if you're saying,
what's your name, cuz?
My name is Tashana.
This is my cousin, y'all.
Hey, Tashana.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, girl.
So what's the line between regret and accountability? Because if you're saying, oh, I wish I didn't do that, who's to say that you don't regret it? That's not necessarily saying you got to hold yourself accountable in a sense.
It's the second part of the definition for accountability.
Exactly. What's your name, cuz?
What up, yo? My name is Reek, a.k.a. Reek the Freak.
Reek the Freak.
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Reek the Creative. Also coming through with TikTok, dropping business gems weekly.
There you go.
All right.
Reek the Freak. He also a Q dog, y'all. What's up?
Oh yeah. Go to the bros.
Okay. He ain't single. Say it one more time for the people in the back. He ain't single. Go ahead, cuz. Well.
But to your point, Tashana, where you draw the line with regret, it's the second part of the definition of accountability. And what accountability to me means is being responsible and taking ownership over your thoughts, ideas, actions, behaviors, and emotions. Second part, and accepting any consequences, whether intentional or unintentional, that may accompany your thoughts, ideas, actions, behaviors, or emotions.
You raised your voice. I got scared. You raised your voice a little bit. I don't know. I got a little bit scared. Were you talking to me?
That's just me like, in like teacher mode. Like,
yeah. You was like, and if you do it this way, I got a little bit scared. Just a little bit.
It's so nuanced.
That's a smart young man.
There you go.
So I'm gonna take a little twist.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Tam.
This my Aunt Tam coming back again,
Coming
y'all.
to y'all. You know I'm the hype one of the family. Got a book out, Naive to Knowing. Find me on Facebook, Tamara Houston. Got some other business ventures coming on to you. Great cook. Check me out on TikTok as well. But I think I'm gonna do a little twist to that. Because most people hold other people accountable, right? But when it comes to themselves, they're a little hesitant.
Okay.
Right? And I think when I think about accountability, I'm gonna give you an example. So I had a boss one time that he transitioned into a new role,
Is this
and
a
I
story?
said,
This a story? This is a podcast.
It's like a whole
It's a
story.
story.
okay,
No, we
so
can do the example.
I'm gonna give you an example. See,
Right.
can you stop?
Shout out to the holidays. Shout out to Thanksgiving. This is how it go in the community. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll.
I thought we was respecting people and boundaries.
This how it go in the community, y'all. Let's roll. Let's roll.
So as I was saying before I was interrupted, I just want to say that I had a boss one time that actually said that it was easy to manage me. I said, why? He said, because you hold yourself accountable.
Okay.
And that's why I was going with this. And I do hold myself accountable, oftentimes, but I will hold other people accountable as well. I don't think that people like it when you hold other people accountable either. So it's very uncomfortable. Yeah. When you kind of call them out on what makes you feel uncomfortable. Right? Okay. So I think, that was a twofold.
Yeah, because I okay, I'm sorry. This is Yolanda again, and I think you're absolutely right. People don't like when other people hold them accountable because you're putting a mirror up to their face.
Y'all jumping. I was about to get into that, but y'all keep going. Y'all jumping.
No, you put a mirror up to someone's face, and they don't like to see whatever that action or the whatever that negative, because it may be a negative connotation or whatever, and people don't like seeing that. So therefore, it's like now we get into denial. The account, you don't want to be accountable, so you're gonna deny.
Denial.
Own up to what you did.
What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Valencia Battle.
Hey,
And you own up to what you did.
there you go.
But isn't it in this day and age to be able to deem somebody else? Hey, you can hold somebody else accountable. That in this society today, it's easier to hold somebody else accountable in their actions than looking at yourself in the mirror.
Not so much, but I want to get into what you got to say, little cousin. What's your name, girl?
Hey, I'm T, everybody.
Hey, T.
Stop.
Licensed esthetician. I'm gonna take a spin on that. I feel like in the present moment, for me personally, it's easy to hold myself accountable because I know where I want to go in life and I know the type of person that I want to be. And going off of what Tyreek said, holding yourself accountable is very energetic for me also. So if I do something and it make me feel some type of way, like, oh, I feel bad for doing this, or like I feel bad for, acting away or having an attitude or whatever, emotions and whatnot, I feel away. If, I'd be like, I'm sorry if I made you feel away, because I feel it. So especially if I'm close to you.
That's lit. I want to touch on that a little bit with in what ways do we feel like we hold others accountable, because I do feel like personally, from my personal experiences, I'm gonna give a little self-disclosure, a little transparency here. I used to find it hard to hold others accountable because I didn't want to be looked at a certain way. I didn't want to make people feel a certain kind of way. And it goes into the consideration of others. Check out one of my other episodes. It was like the first one. If y'all haven't heard that, go there, then come back here. But I didn't want to hold others accountable because I was being too overly considerate. And I think that's where the line is kind of blurred, because you're like, dang, I don't want to make no one feel a kind of way, but I do know how I feel, and I do know that they wrong. They need to be held accountable for this, but I don't want to voice it. It was the scared little person in me, but I ain't like that no more. I'm gonna tell you what it is and how it's gonna be every time, baby. All right, we got somebody else that want to go. Tyreek, go ahead. Say what you got to say, baby.
Both of y'all said two very y'all touched on two things that were like two buzzwords. Y'all both said.
Hold on, y'all. We gonna take a brief intermission. All right, y'all. We back. They laughing. All right. Sorry, y'all. We had a little brief family intermission. We had a little brief situation. Y'all know how it goes. It's the holidays. I'm sorry, y'all. We getting back into it. We gonna drive it back. It's the holidays. Stop it. Go ahead.
Both of y'all say two things that were in parallel to a broader tangent And
Okay,
way of
Tangent.
thinking about accountability. Y'all both mentioned energy. In this conversation, we're talking about holding others accountable and holding yourself accountable.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask a question to y'all. Is it more energy intensive to hold somebody else accountable or to hold yourself accountable?
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yourself.
yourself. That's a no-brainer.
Okay, so
Okay,
we got
Jazz,
I disagree with that. I disagree with
Okay.
that. I think it's harder to hold others accountable because I think a lot of people are image conscious, and I think a lot of people are like kind of worried about what other people may feel. I think it's easy to look at yourself and be like, you know what, Dad, I know I was wrong. I know I was wrong. But if you look at your brother, your cousin, your mother, whatever, and you like, Dad, they was dead wrong. But you know what? I don't feel comfortable saying that. It's easier for you to say that to yourself, like, you know, I know I was wrong. But if you let's say you got a son or a daughter or a mother or father, and you like, you know what, I don't want to ruffle feathers, because people be scared to ruffle feathers. People be scared to the top of the line. I don't want to ruffle feathers, so i'm just I'm not even going to say anything, but I know how it makes me feel, and I know it's dead wrong, and nobody else around these people are saying it's wrong, but I know it's wrong. But I'm not going to say anything because I want to, and I said this in one of my other episodes, I want to keep the peace. Everybody's so strong on keeping the peace. Who cares? I'm not keeping the peace. I don't care. Like,
I'm not
we
an
want to be
advocate of
unpeaceful. Like, you
I'm
know.
not an advocate of it. I have a voice. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to
Go ahead, Aunt. Period.
See, I do believe you do.
Go ahead, yo on the mic down.
I do believe everyone has a voice and everyone deserves to be heard. But I also think you have to be respectful because anybody can say anything, and it's how you deliver whatever you're trying to deliver.
Say that again, yo.
That's
Respectful.
we're not doing that. But what I will say is all in how you deliver it. To anybody can receive anything, but your delivery, that if it how it what's the word I'm looking for, accumulates, how it
Articulates.
how it articulates. I said accumulate. I didn't drink.
But we going you know what?
You been drinking?
I'm a piggyback off that, because if you come at me crazy or whatever, then I'm gonna hold you accountable for that, and I'm gonna come at you the same way because you dished it so you could take it.
You gotta
so I'm
teach
gonna come at you
people
the
how to
same
treat
way.
you.
Definitely, I agree with you. But when you those same people that you said you're gonna hold accountable for the actions, those are the same people be like, I ain't do nothing. Those are those same people and that's why I say I think it's harder for you to take accountability for yourself, because those same people be the main ones saying, I don't do nothing. I don't know why she came at me like that.
Okay, but for example, what you saying, that those same people that you said that about, that's like, oh, I ain't do nothing. I think it's harder for you to hold them accountable, because if they say that I ain't do nothing, who's really going to challenge that? Honestly, a lot of people don't want the confrontation. A lot of people are not going to challenge that. They're not going to be like, well, no, you did do this. When you said this on March 31st, it made me feel this kind of way, and I did not like that, and that's why we are where we are. That people are not really willing to do that. People don't want confrontation.
But it's not about
That's why I posed the
confrontation with your
question.
feelings. You cannot debate my feelings, and I will tell anybody.
That's a fact.
You
That's a
cannot
fact.
debate my feelings. So this conversation, I'm telling you how I feel. I'm not looking for no response back.
That's a fact.
And right, and you're absolutely right. And like I said, that same person will be like, I don't know why she came off at me like that, because I ain't do
Nope.
nothing. Or,
That's why I posed the question though, because there's different kinds of people. There's people that like to keep the peace. There's people that don't care about keeping the peace, and there's people that want to disrupt the peace.
Exactly, you're absolutely right, Ty. And I don't. What I say is,
You better go ahead.
to me, I'm a peaceful person, because I believe if I have peace, everything else flows. If you're a disruptive person, or if you are, what was the other thing you said, Ty?
That like to keep the peace.
Don't care about
Don't care about the peace. And if you're those other two people,
Don't care about it.
okay, well then if you're those two people, then you don't care about your peace being disrupted. If you don't care about it, see, I love my peace, and I like for things to be peaceful, because when it's not, my insides are not my insides are.
Well, don't
weary.
come for me unless I send for you.
No.
But every time.
I'm just saying, don't come for me unless I send for you.
Ooh,
Don't come to me.
It's getting good.
Respect me.
Wait.
It's just
Go ahead,
like
go
he said.
When you have offended
If you
me.
come in, first of all, 9 times out of 10, the type of people we are around or we deal with, whether it's family, friend, or foe, everybody comes with a full-on warning label. And whether it's, all right, go ahead, leave me alone. I done told you. And if like she said, you come at me crazy, I'm gonna come right back at you the same way to let you know I'm not to be played with. Because then you ain't gonna go there. You're not gonna go there with me again.
But see, don't get it twisted. No, I'm not gonna stand there and let you think you can talk to me any kind of way. What I will do is be respectful and say what I need to say. And you'll get my point, and you will know not to come at me any type of way. Because when you say don't come at me, because I'm gonna come for you or whatever. Now, see, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not coming for you, but I'm gonna let you know that I am not to be played with, and I appreciate it. I would appreciate if you treat me the way I'm going to treat you. And then I would remove you from my circle because I don't have to be around you because I see how you are as a person. I see how you come at people. So therefore, I'm not going to allow you to come at me again because I'm going to remove myself. So because that's disturbing my peace now.
So what about those people that you could be nice and deliver your message and say, all right, go ahead and do. Some people got to be talked to a certain way for you to let them know they don't play with
people that you don't need to be around.
No, but see, you could be in an area where you're not even subjecting yourself to those type of people. They could just be around. You don't know who you're around.
No, you don't. But I know who I won't be around.
And you can keep yourself for those type of people too.
Right.
But everybody's not what they think.
Okay. No, you're absolutely right.
So you might be around a person who you think that you ain't got to give that type of energy to.
Mm-hmm.
But in the famous words of Lizzie, what's done in the dark always come to light. One day they might show their true colors, and you be like, dang.
And that's where I remove myself.
And that's all good and well. But the point I'm trying to make is that everybody's not what they seem. They can come off as a good person. You think you can tell them something in a certain way and they receive it respectfully. But they're really one of them people you got to let know, like, sorry for the phrase, you got to talk to them like they're a nigga in the street.
See, that's the thing. I just say this. It depends on how you carry yourself, too, because I'm never going to carry myself for you to think that you got to talk to me like a nigga in the street. I'm never going to carry myself like that.
Hold up, yo. I just went through something at the job place.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I did not disrespect anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I got disrespected, and I had to put her in her place.
When you say disrespect, you talking about your supervisor?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. We ain't gonna go all into logistics like that. Y'all, we trying to protect the jobs, y'all.
Okay.
But wait. Let me reel it in a little bit.
Examples like that. She don't want
So
you to do
I
that.
said it's hard to hold. No, listen, y'all can say whatever y'all feel on your heart.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna reel it back into what I was thinking about it being hard to hold people accountable.
Like,
how many times have we been in a situation where it'd be a lot of different situations, but I know for me personally, I'm gonna give a personal example, transparency here. This is Conversations with Key. Let's say I loan somebody $20 and they promise to pay me back on a certain date. Let's say that date is January 1st. January 1st comes, I don't get that $20. I've been in positions where I ain't say nothing. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna say. I just know how they are. That's a coward approach to me. I've learned from that. That's being a coward. That's not holding them accountable. That's not reaching out to them. Hey, you promised to pay me on January 1st. Why didn't you pay me? A lot of people don't like to ask questions. A lot of people don't. Like I said, they don't want to disturb the peace. You know what? I just know how you are. I'm just going to leave you alone. No, you need to tell people how they are. I feel like you need to confront the situation. People are scared of confronting the situation. Why? Stand on your respect. It's your just due.
Today, a lot of people care more about what others think of them than they think of themselves.
It's the image thing.
So this is also the nuance of accountability, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Showing somebody who they are, holding up the mirror, as y'all said,
absolutely.
Versus confronting. Confronting is an action word. Holding up a mirror to somebody is very passive.
I also think it's hey y'all, Jazz.
It's Jazz. Doctor McNeese.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dr. McNeese.
Correct me, please. One of the things I wanted to add on to that is you also have to think about the level of maturity, right? Because I can't hold up a mirror to you if I don't know that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, if I've never gone through nothing, I wouldn't know to hold up a mirror to you because I've never gone through what you've gone through to be even held accountable. I wouldn't even know what accountability looks like. And so I think you just have to be aware of, like, people's maturity level. Like, if you're mature enough to have a conversation and say something about somebody just the way you said, then you should be able to speak up on it if something happens after. If that person chooses not to, and that person also chooses to talk to you about it, but not to the person about it, then you know that's their level of maturity. And I think the level of maturity is the only way you're going to be able to have a accountable conversation with somebody.
There you go.
Dr. McNeese brought up a good conversation. Shout out to the Dr. McNeese again. But you brought up a good point of conversation about choosing to talk to everyone else about that issue. If you're going to hold somebody accountable, you got to hold it accountable with them. You can talk to Tom, Dick, and Harry about it. Tom, Dick, and Harry is not in that situation. You ain't trying to hold them accountable. You just trying to vent and you just trying to get a cosigner. No, you need to hold them accountable for what's going on. God, Lord help me. We in the thick of things right now because I'm getting hot because I'm thinking about past situations and I'm getting mad. Let me not get mad. I'm the host. Let me not get mad. All right. So
1 second.
do we?
Denise, what you said? Can I piggyback off what she said for just 1 second? I think the whole realm of it.
That is
maturity.
extremely rude.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Extremely rude.
The realm of the whole thing is maturity level. That's what it all boils down to.
Okay. I have another question.
Think maturity
Do-
and experience go hand in hand. Like let's say one of us goes over to the UK, right?
Okay.
At the age of 21, right? Or 21 and up, 21 average age, right? We go over to the UK and we go eat at a restaurant, and in that restaurant, you drink water from a glass without a straw.
Okay.
And then the waiter comes up to you and holds you accountable and say, no, you're not supposed to drink water like that. We use straws. It's different.
To me, that's a whole different ball game because I think that's just cultural differences. Yeah, I think that's a whole. Nah, I think that's just cultural differences.
And not
But-
only that though, how about if I didn't want a straw? How about if I just don't want a straw?
That's what.
my
Cultural
for whatever
differences.
reason, my lips are too big to go around a straw, whatever the case is. I just don't want a straw.
All right.
So you can't.
I couldn't help it.
That's crazy. Wait. Let me ask y'all this.
She brought herself into that.
She did.
All
All right. All right. Let me ask y'all this. All right, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Do we? Wait.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. We on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Everyone's gonna hear this. Y'all need to calm down. All right. Do we feel like accountability challenges or puts a strain on relationships? Because I know I do. Yeah. Go ahead, Althea. Yeah. Go ahead, Evelyn. I ain't hear much from you. Go ahead.
I'm quiet.
You ain't got no. All right.
It definitely does. People don't want to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
They don't
agree.
want to see themselves.
I agree because you
And-
can make somebody like if I look at Aunt Tam and I see all her success, not even saying not even about her actual success. Like I don't know her, I see all her success, and then I get mad at her because she's successful, and I start hating and talking about her instead of saying, you know what, I want to know what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, you know what? First of all, that's ratchet. Second of all, I
thought you were on silence. I'm sorry.
I think you in a whole different conversation. I think you in a jealousy conversation. That's I got you on another episode, but this is accountability. I think you was talking about being jealous of a person, and I feel that too. But we talking about accountability right now. So how does accountability challenge relationships if we think it challenges relationships and puts a strain on relationships? Because I do.
It definitely does because, like what Tim said, people don't want to look in the mirror. And as soon as you try to hold somebody accountable, like I said before, the denial.
We about to have Todd next. He up there doing a praise dance. He feel it. All right, go ahead, Mom. Keep going.
Denial, not wanting to be held responsible. I can go on and on and on. So yeah, it definitely puts a strain on the relationship because that person doesn't want to hear that.
Yeah, I know in personal past experiences, I've been very concerned with holding people, like I said a little bit earlier, I've been very concerned with holding people accountable because I'm like, okay, I don't want to disrupt the relationship. But to me, when you think about it in hindsight, it's like, what was the relationship really? If I can't be honest with you and come to you and be real with you, what relationship did we really have?
True.
I can't be honest with you and tell you how I'm feeling and keep it real with you. We didn't have a relationship. It was a falsity. We didn't have nothing real. So I think holding accountability is you keeping it real. If y'all really like that, y'all really love each other, y'all really care about each other, it's really like that. You should be able to go to somebody, you know what? You were wrong when you did this. Or I felt like this, da da da. If you feel like it's gonna crumble from that, then what you got? You don't have anything. You have nothing.
And that goes back to delivery too, though, because you can't come at somebody like, hey, you did this. You can't come at people like that because they're gonna feel attacked.
Why do you have to go at a person? Why can't that person come to you? And
Because if you're holding them accountable, you're holding them accountable. They don't have to come at you. I think that's the whole point of accountability and holding someone accountable is saying, you know what? You was wrong. Like, for instance, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Brandon, hey cousin, you wrong because you coming in on my podcast and I'm talking to everybody. I'm holding you accountable. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. It's like, I'm just playing with y'all. I use him as the scapegoat. He chilling. I just use him as a scapegoat.
No, but
But-
I get what Belinda's saying.
no, I get what Belinda's saying too, but
Why
I
not
do.
hold yourself accountable is what Belinda's saying.
But everybody don't do that.
And
But
they
my
don't.
thing is, if you want to be treated a certain way, you have to change your variable, and you have to give that brush of accountability. It's like if somebody's slapping you in the face left and right, you should hold yourself accountable. Are you going to keep getting slapped in the face, or are you going to say, you know what? No. I'm going to hold you accountable. Stop slapping me in my face. I don't like when you slap me in my face. It makes my cheeks turn red. I don't like that. Hold on. We got the GOAT. We got Lizzie Mae that want to say something, y'all. My grandma want to say something. Go ahead, Lizzie Mae. Everybody, Lizzie Mae want to talk. Go ahead. Hey, there it go. Hey, there it go. No, it's fine. Conversations with Key.
I was thinking the same thing.
But you know what? But she's right. And you know what? Honestly, that's kind of a level of accountability. If you do something to me, I'm going to do it back. I'm not just going to sit there docile and let you just run me through the mill. And if you feel like you're not wrong, that's cool. I'm going to tell you where you're wrong. And if you want to deal with me, or if I want to deal with you, because I'm holding you accountable, then I'll decide how I want to deal with you. Go ahead, Ty.
But the question was strain or what in the relationship?
Challenge.
Does it challenge or strain a relationship holding people accountable?
Strain or challenge, or strain and challenge?
And or either one.
All right, so think of it as like working out, right? When you work out, you exercise either a muscle part, group, or your whole body. You're straining your muscles.
All right, wait, pause. He about to get deep, y'all. Because I ain't even following this right now. Go ahead.
You're straining your muscles so that they can grow, get stronger, and have more endurance.
Okay.
Like to have a better body or to have better muscles in your body.
All right.
Right? But there's a recovery process.
I'm going with you.
In that
I'm right
process,
with you, but you deep.
in that process, you have to feed your body, right? You have to replenish it with vitamins, with nutrients,
Minerals.
with proteins,
Yeah.
right? Things that your muscles need to grow,
Right.
right? And after you reach that process of growing, you've went to another phase with your muscles or your body that all promotes growth. It's the same thing as accountability. If you're supposed to strain it, it's supposed to be challenged.
Uncomfortable.
It's
Yep.
supposed to be uncomfortable
For it to grow.
for it to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love how you
Absolutely.
That was deep. That was deep.
Y'all, shout out to my cousin. I mentioned him in a few other podcasts. Shout out to my cousin Ty. He get real deep. If y'all heard some of the other ones, if y'all didn't go back and listen, this brother gets deep. I'm gonna have a one-on-one with him. He get real deep. You know, he get there. He get there. But yeah, I do agree with that. It is a growth process, but everybody ain't willing to do that because I keep going back to the same thing. People want to keep the peace. I don't want to. I know you wrong. I know you 100% wrong. But let me give a little self-disclosure. I'm gonna put my mom on the spot here. Me and my love. I had to tell my mom, you know, back in the day, I had to tell her my feelings about certain things. And I was like, well, Mom, you know, I feel like this and that. And it was a weight in my mind where I was going back and forth with myself about what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it. Now, don't get me wrong. I did, you know, go back and forth in my mind and decide how I wanted to present it to her. But I was able to have that dialogue with her. And I told her how I felt. And I was like, you know, I don't really care about how it looks, how it sounds, you know, it's going to be respectful, but I got to get this off of me. I got to hold my mom accountable for some things. And my mom has held me accountable for things. And we have a a wonderful relationship because of that, because we held each other accountable, because we respected the accountability. And I think a lot of people don't respect accountability.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a problem. A lot of people don't
I love how you
respect
brought
that.
that full circle, because girl, she was like,
Yeah, she didn't know where I was going. Y'all, if y'all could see, she was looking at me like she wanted to throw daggers through my neck. But I knew it was going to be okay, though. See, I'm holding her accountable. You can't throw daggers through my neck because I'm holding my truth, you know? But yeah, we have to keep each other accountable, and that is so hard to do, especially in our community, because we like fellowship like this. We like getting together, but let's be clear. This is Conversations with Kid. We're gonna be honest. How many families, how many of y'all out there, this one ain't talking to that one ain't talking to this one got this one's neck, that one got that one's neck, this one gonna go home and be like, yeah, I can't stand that. And I was so mad they was there. It's real. This is in our community. This is what happens. But if you hold each other accountable, you might, I'm not saying you won't completely have to go through that, but you might not have to go through that so much. So with that being said, I want to ask you all, how would we like to be held accountable individually? How would we like to be held accountable from other people?
Constructive criticism.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I like that too. I'm big on that. Yeah.
So you got to get feedback in order for you to change yourself and grow.
Oh, this Aunt Tam talking too.
You definitely have to get the feedback from other people, because you can't hear yourself. You can't see yourself sometimes with some of the things that you do. You have to shape yourself based upon folks who provide constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people who you trust.
Okay.
Like it's a journey.
Shout out to Ty.
It's not a direct answer to that. It's learning how you actually like to receive feedback and learning how you actually like to be held accountable. You learn how to learn things. You learn new skills at the job. You learn how to do things for other people. But one thing they don't teach you is how to do things for yourself. And part of learning how to do things for yourself is learning how you like to be held accountable. Like, is it, I don't know, being like super direct, being blunt? Is it like sort of like Millicent? Is it like, talk to me like I'm a fourth grader?
Being
Is
passive.
it using very complex words or plain simple English? It's how do you like to be held accountable?
Yes.
Can you type a paragraph about how you like to be held accountable?
It's based upon your personality style. So basically, in some trainings that I've had, some folks like to be spoken to directly. Some folks like to be inclusive, like include me in the conversation. Some folks are bubbly. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Caring, right? You have to be caring towards them. And some folks are just detailed, right? Give me more.
Shout out
So
to the corporate. We getting corporate on this.
It all depends on somebody's personality style and the way that you deliver the message.
I think the delivery of the message is the most important, because everybody wants to be talked to like a human being.
Well, yeah, I understand all that. I understand.
Everybody here to be talked to like a human being.
I understand all that, but we're. I feel like we're a little bit shying away from, and that's a big thing. How would you individually like to be held accountable? How would you like someone to come to you? Tam said constructive criticism. How would you like somebody to come to you and hold you accountable?
Let me know when I've done something wrong.
Okay.
That's it to you. Let me know. Come to me, and like I said, like a human being, and I think we all know what I don't know. When you said human being, talk to someone like a human being means something different for everyone. I don't know that, because we're all human beings. I'm pretty sure people don't like for people coming to, because we can see people don't like when people are coming up to them yelling at them and being disrespectful. Nobody really likes that, because if you do that, you're going to get the same in return. So I think most people want you to be respectful of them. Come to me, because I will receive that better than if you come in to me like, yeah, you did this to me or whatever.
Accusatory?
Accusatory, all of that. I would be so much more receptive to receive whatever you're bringing to me.
I think for me, like I don't even care like how you deliver the message. Just make sure you deliver the message.
I'm
like
like
the
that.
message shouldn't be nowhere else but between the people that it should be.
Well, yeah, oh, definitely.
So
Yeah.
for me,
So you
like,
saying deliver it to me directly?
deliver. I mean,
Post
it
mail,
don't
yeah.
matter how it come. If you got to scream, yell. If you want to like talk quiet in the corner. If you want to put me to the side. If you want to call me. If you want to text me. If you want to pull up to my house. Like however you want to deliver it. Like
Just come to
just
me.
make sure it gets delivered to the right address.
Okay.
That for me, that's like most important.
Okay. Anybody else want to speak on how they want to be held accountable? If not, then I'm
Yeah,
talking.
I misunderstood that question. So for me personally, it's simple, transparent, early, with context.
Okay. Straight to the point.
You have to talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice, T.
Only because, yeah, my feelings would be hurt for a little bit, but like, it's something that I needed to hear for growth, like I was saying.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And my cousin that just spoke, she's a Cancer just like me. So we a little bit on the sensitive side.
Yeah.
However, as Cancers with experience, I've grown to understand that everybody's not going to be sensitive to you. So it is what it is. I really don't care. For me personally, I want to be held accountable. I've had situations where I've held someone accountable, a few people, and I'm like, okay, after that accountability holding, I'm like, okay, is there anything I can do to better our friendship, our relationship, whatever?
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, I don't have anything. And I'm like, okay, well, I gave you the forum, I gave you your room to talk. But I like for people to tell me that. I get kind of annoyed when people don't. Oh no, I don't have anything. Have something. I know I'm not perfect. Have something for me, okay? Because I have something for you, and I'm not about to feel bad because I'm unloading on you and you don't got nothing for me. That's on you. That's your bad because I'm giving you the room to speak. But
I have a hard time with that.
yeah, okay. So
I think
go ahead,
accountability kind of sometimes.
Pillow. Oh, sorry.
I'm
sorry.
I think it's sometimes to your point,
We're not doing that.
it feels different for people. Where am I going with this? Go ahead.
okay. Well, hey, it's all good. It's all good. You was just in a moment. You had a thought. So I'm gonna wrap it up with this. If there's one word you can tie to accountability after this dialogue we've all had, and I thank y'all all so much. If there's one word you can tie to accountability, what would that one word be for you? I'm gonna start off. Mine is gonna be a 2-syllable. It's self-love. Go, Mom.
Responsibility.
Responsibility. Okay. Anybody
She
else?
took my word because I was gonna say this.
All right. Trying to have responsibility.
Ownership.
Ownership.
I was gonna say
Evelyn.
that too.
Okay, ownership. We got ownership, responsibility, self-love. Anybody else? Courage. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, yep. I rocks with that. Courage for sure.
Scary, but like, gotta do it. It's necessary.
Period. Anybody else? All hearts and minds are clear before we wrap this up. Any last words? Anybody want to say? Emotional intelligence. Yes. All right. Awareness. Okay. All right, y'all. So we got ownership, self-love, emotional intelligence, awareness, courage. Yeah. We in there. All right, y'all. So I want to thank my family. Everyone wasn't here. Everybody had things to do, but for the ones that were here and were able to participate in this accountability segment, I thank y'all. Y'all gonna hear y'all voices soon. We up here trying to get sponsorships. Let's see how it goes. Thank y'all. And the one piece I want to leave everybody with is be accountable. And it's okay to hold others accountable too. Some people have to go, and that's okay. Some things have to go, and that's okay. Some places have to go, and that's okay. Just make sure you stand on your own too and hold everyone and everything accountable as well as yourselves. And with that, we're out. Y'all have a good holiday.